What's up, folks? Trail here, better known as Budget Bill, and today we're going to be discussing what's the best credit card to apply for as a beginner. Now, this video is most applicable to those who don't have a credit card and don't really know what to apply for, whether you want a travel credit card or a cashback credit card or a rewards credit card. Those are some beginning questions you need to ask yourself. We are going to discuss those, but first, let's jump right into the intro. What's up, folks? Thanks for sticking around, and today we're going to go over the first credit card beginners should apply for. Now, if you're already into credit cards for cashback or travel or other free stuff, then this video might not be for you. But thanks for watching and supporting the channel. I appreciate it. And for those of you who can't quite make up their minds, hopefully I can help you with that major decision as you enter the credit card world, and to most importantly, stay out of debt. Now, before we open the door on what the credit card is, let's discuss what you should be looking for from your first credit card as a beginner. For number one, you need something simple. Something simple. You don't need something extravagant that's going to give you all these welcome points that you need to convert over into travel credits or cash or things like that. You need to find a card that's going to be simple so that it makes it easier on your first credit card journey. Number two, you need something that offers benefits, something that's pretty much simple benefits that gives you either straight up cash or straight up points that you can just cash in, but you also need benefits such as protection on items that you may purchase or whatever the case may be. But you want a credit card that gives you a little bit more than just a credit card with cash back. Number three, you want a credit card that's easy to obtain. You don't want one that requires your credit score to be, 750 or 800. And you don't want one that looks at your previous credit history and wants you to have over 5 years of credit card history. You want something that's easy to obtain, where if it's your first time as a beginner, then you can just easily apply for this card and immediately get approved with a small credit limit, but you can start using this credit card as soon as it comes in. And then number four, you want something with great value but less risk. You don't want anything where if you don't meet the spending requirement, then you're not going to get the welcome bonus that you were promised. Different things like that. You want something that has as much value as possible without all the criteria of using this credit card, because as a beginner you don't really know what to charge and what not to charge, whether you want to charge your monthly bills or you just want to use it for emergencies only. And you want to get something that doesn't have as much risk involved and that you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to keep tabs or documentation on how you're using the card. You want something that's going to be simple for you. You want to make this journey as easy and simple as possible. And then number five, you want a credit card that does not have an annual fee. You don't have time for that right now. You don't want to waste money on an annual fee because of whatever the welcome bonus is. You just want a zero annual fee. And there are a ton of credit cards out there that have no annual fee. So the credit card I think everyone should make their first credit card is the Discover It Cashback Credit Card by Discover. Now, one thing interesting about this credit card is that Discover has a certain tool that allows you to run your credit without a hard credit inquiry. So it's not really running your credit, but they're able to pull the information from the data that they already have in their systems and determine whether you're going to be likely to be approved for this credit card or decline. So this is a great way to know whether you're going to be approved or not for this card. Now, if for some reason that you do not qualify for this card, then I would suggest applying for the Discover It Secured Credit Card, as it is one of the best cards to start building up your credit score. And I actually made a video about this in the past, and it's called the 3 Best Secured Credit Cards for Building Credit. And you can go ahead and check that link right here. So let's talk about what this card is not before we go into all the great benefits of this credit card. Number one, this is not a premium credit card. You don't have to have or have a large spending limit to meet in order to receive the certain perks or benefits from this card. And as I stated, there's no welcome bonus for this card. You basically just get it and you start using it and start accruing your cashback rewards. And then number three, you don't need A+ credit to get this card. Actually, myself, I actually applied for this card when I was around 17 and I was actually approved. Now, this was a long time ago. And number four, you don't need to make six figures or a certain salary in order to obtain this credit card. It's pretty much just Discover can give you this card with minimum. You do have to have somewhat of a decent credit score versus a horrible credit score, but overall you don't need to have these high standards in order to receive this credit card, especially because you guys are beginners. So you want something simple and easy, and definitely your odds are in your favor in order to obtain this credit card. Now let's discuss the main features of this Discover It Cashback credit card. As I mentioned earlier, there is no welcome bonus for this card, and with this card you will receive 5% cash back on the quarterly categories and 1% cash back on all other purchases. Now those Discover cashback categories are for the first quarter, which is January through March. For that quarter, you can receive 5% cash back up to $1,500 in purchases on grocery stores, Walgreens, and CVS purchases. Now that is for the first quarter of 2020. Now for the second quarter, which is April through June, those categories are your gas stations, Uber and Lyft services, as well as wholesale clubs such as your Costco or your Sam's or your BJ's. Now the third quarter categories which is for July through September, that is for all restaurants as well as any type of PayPal payments that you make with your Discover credit card. And then for the fourth quarter, which is your October through December of 2020 quarterly categories, is all your purchases on Amazon.com as well as Walmart.com and Target.com. Now you're going to receive 5% cash back up to $1,500 in purchases during those quarterly categories using this credit card. So you can pretty much rack up with the 5% if you use it to the maximum for each quarter. That's a total of $300 in cash back for the first year of using this credit card. Now, I call that a pretty good welcome bonus. However, you don't have to meet the spending requirement in order to receive that. You're going to receive the cash back in accordance to how much you spend, and that is up to $300. And then one additional benefit of this credit card is they have what's called a cashback match, which is basically at the end of the first year of owning this credit card, which is after 12 consecutive months. Discover is going to match whatever cashback you receive for the first 12 months. They're going to match that. So basically that $300 that you receive using all the categories for each quarter, then they're going to match that. So if you max out your categories, which is $300 for the first 12 months, they're going to match that, and you're going to receive $600 in cash back rewards for using this credit card in the first 12 months of owning it. And that's not including all the purchases that you make with the 1% cash back, which is everything outside of the quarterly categories. And you don't even have to enroll in it. It's automatically applied when you receive this Discover credit card. Another perk for this credit card, you will receive a 0 introductory APR on balance transfers for up to 14 months. That is insane. And they only charge you a 3% transfer fee when making these balance transfers. So I know this video is for new beginners, but if you already have a credit card and you're paying interest on it, this is a great credit card to do a balance transfer so you can waive those interest fees for up to 14 months. And then if you are approved for this credit card, they have a standard variable APR between 13.49% to 24.49% with this credit card. And then they also have a feature what's called Freeze It, which means let's say you lost your card and you're not sure where you placed it. You can go into the app and you can basically freeze your credit card where no purchases or anything or any type of transactions can go through with using this credit card. And then you can easily turn that feature off. So you can kind of punish yourself for it, or let's say you want to give it to your kid or something like that. You can actually turn it on and off with this particular freeze feature. And then one awesome feature, which is pretty much offered on a lot of credit cards today, is the free FICO credit score. And that's basically within the app, it can basically monitor and watch your credit score, so you can kind of see where you're at and see if the credit score goes up, as well as some other features within that particular FICO credit score feature within the app itself. So that's pretty cool to have. And then also with Discover It credit card or any other type of Discover credit cards, you're basically going to receive 100% of US-based customer service help. Now that means whenever you call in for assistance or you get online and start chatting with them, you're going to be reaching a US-based person. So, you know, a lot of companies have moved over a lot of their customer service to other countries, and then sometimes the English variation when discussing things with them can get out of hand and you can't understand exactly what they're saying. You won't have that problem with any type of Discover credit card. So yes, so those are my top reasons why I think this is a great card to apply for as a beginner. It's actually my first credit card that I received back in 1996 when I was still in high school, and I still have that same credit card today. I'm actually thinking about applying for another Discover It cashback credit card so I can take advantage of this cashback match program, because when I applied for this credit card, they were offering a free Discover shirt. Back then, that's all they were giving you when you would apply for credit cards at your local colleges and places like that. Just a t-shirt or an ink pen or a notebook. These days, they're giving $500, $700, free travel points for round-trip flights. And don't worry, I've already called customer service and they assured me that, considering I've never received that type of bonus, I could actually apply again and I could actually maintain 2 Discover It cashback credit cards. As long as my credit is in good standing, there's no reason why I would be denied for applying for another card. So yes, if you're interested, I will include links to this credit card down below in the description. I'm going to include a referral link to this credit card, which is my referral link, as well as a non-referral link in case you don't want to use mine. In addition, I will include a link where you can run a pre-approval first to see if you would get approved for this credit card without performing a hard inquiry. All of those will be in the description. Well, that's it, folks. If you have any questions, please be sure to ask them down below in the comment section. If you found value in this video, please give us a thumbs up, as it definitely helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I hope by now I've earned a click, so go ahead and click on the subscribe button down below as well as the bell next to it. I appreciate it. As always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you on the next video.